So hello guys, this is your Vijay. Nowadays we have to see about the what is blockchain technology. So first of all we have to see about that a blockchain technology is a growing list of the records called blocks that are securely linked together using the cryptography. Each block containing a cryptographic hash of the previous block, a timestamp and transaction data, generally represented as a Markle tree, where data nodes are represented by leaves. The timestamp proves that the transaction data existed when the block was published to get into its hash. As blocks each contains information about the block previous to it, they form a chain with each additional block reinforcing the ones before it. Therefore, blockchains are resistant to modifications of the data because once recorded, the data in any given block cannot be altered retroactively without altering all subsequent blocks. So we have to see that pictures to represent the blockchain technology. The pre-hash and the timestamp and the TX root and the nonce. That is a blockchain technology that blocks in 10. Then that same data to modifications in the block level and TX roots hash to modifications in the names to anybody to access that block that data are so modifications, so they cannot to found with your names or identity. So the blockchain technology to works with that constructions. So blockchains are typically managed by a peer-to-peer network for use as a publicly distributed ledger where nodes collectively adhere to a protocol to communicate and validate new blocks. Although blockchain records are not unalterable as folks as possible, blockchains may be considered secured by a design uh, and exemplify a distributed computing system with high Byzantine fault tolerance. The blockchain was popularized by a person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008 to serve as the public transaction ledger of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, based on work by Stuart Haber, Scott Stornita, and Dave Bayer. The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto remains unknown to date. The implementations of the blockchain within Bitcoin made it the first digital currency to solve the double spending problem without the need of a trusted authority or central server. The Bitcoin design has inspired other applications and blockchain that are readable by the public and are widely used by cryptocurrencies. The blockchain is considered a types of payment rail. Private blockchains have been proposed for business use. Computer world called the marketing of such a privatized blockchains without a proper security model snake oil. However, others have argued that a permissioned blockchains it carefully designed may be more decentralized and therefore more secure in practice than permissionless ones. So what is the history of the blockchain technology? So we have to see about that. So Cryptographer David Chaum first proposed a blockchain-like protocol in his 1982 dissertation. Computer systems established, maintained, and trusted by mutually suspicious groups. Further works on the cryptographically secured chain of block was described in 1991 by Stuart Haber and Scott Stornita. They wanted to implement a system wherein document timestamps could not be tampered with. In 1992, Haber, Stornita, and Dave Bayer incorporated Markley trees into the design, which improved in efficiency by allowing the several document certificates to be collected into the one block under their company surety. Their document certificate hashes have published in the New York Times every week since 1995. The first decentralized blockchain was conceptualized by a person known as Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. Nakamoto improved the design in important way using a hash cache like methods, timestamp block without requiring them to be signed by a trusted party, and introducing a difficulty parameter to stabilize the rate at which blocks are added to the chain. The design was implemented the following years by Nakamoto as a core component of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, where it is serves as the public ledger for all transactions on the network. In August 2014, the Bitcoin blockchain file size containing the records of all transactions that have occurred on the network reached 20 GB. In January 2015, the size of had grown the almost 30 GB, and January 2016 and to January 2017, the Bitcoin blockchain grew from 50 GB to 100 GB size. The ledger size had existed 200 GB by early 2020. The world blocks and chains were used separately. Satoshi Nakamoto original papers, but were eventually popularized as a single word blockchain by 2016. According to Accenture, an applicable of the diffusions of innovations theory suggests that blockchains attain a 13.5 adoption rate within financial service in 2016, therefore reaches the early adopters phase. Industry trade groups joined to create the Global Blockchain Forum in 2016, an initiative of the Chamber of Digital Commerce. In May 2018, Gartner found that only 1% of a CIOs indicated any kind of blockchain adoption within their organizations, and only 8% of the CIOs were in the short-term planning or looking at actively experimentations with blockchain. For 2019, Gartner reported 5% of the CIOs believed blockchain technology was a game changer for their business. So next time we have to see about the types and structures and uses and a blockchain interoperability, energy consumptions of concerns, academic research, and etc. We have to see in the next video. Thank you to all and keep supporting.